What is up, guys? Today, in an absolutely random video, we are gonna be playing a mobile game. I'm sure you all are super excited, but hear me out here. Honestly, this is probably the best mobile game I ever played, and I felt that it is very fitting for ASMR. It is quite slow paced, but let me introduce it to you. This is Ant Colony, and it's a very slow paced, chill game where you are managing an ant colony. That's kind of self-explanatory, I guess. But usually mobile games are terrible. They are all based on FOMO and just like increasing numbers. Oh, I just realized that you can see my reflection and my completely uncombed hair. Oh well, this channel is all for being real with your audience, so we're not gonna notice that. So yeah, about the game, it has none of the FOMO elements. It doesn't have any mandatory ads. You can watch ads for some bonuses, but you don't have to. But the point of it is to create a colony. You have more than 5 types, but 5 like categories of ants. There are those who explore. I have the adventurers here. Those who carry stuff. I have the hoppers. Those who build stuff, which are builders in my case, and those who attack stuff. Obviously the attackers. For those you have to build barracks first. And for this video I started it on the simplest level and the simplest difficulty, just because the harder ones they're not that hard, especially at this point. I have my ants pretty upgraded. You can see like the blue ones are level 2, and the purple ones are level 3, and the yellow ones, golden ones I guess, are legendary. So I've been playing it for quite a while, so this should be quite easy for me, but otherwise it would be like an hour to 2 hours game, and I wanted to do the whole game in one video. Oh yeah, this is how the colony itself looks like, and this is the outside where all the dangerous stuff is. Oh, and there are also perks. There are quite a lot of them. I won't go through all of them. I'll just click stuff. I guess I don't need to go super deeply into it. If there will be any interest in it, I can do it later in maybe another video about it. So you have to explore mostly outside, but also in your colony there are some bonuses. Sometimes you can find like rooms in underground in your colony with some food. This is our queen. She's literally working her butt off to produce eggs for our colony. We at first we always need some hoppers and carriers. I forget how the category is called, but the guys who are carrying food and gathering food, they on their own. You are not directly giving any orders to them. They're all automatic, so you are only deciding which ants do you need at the moment. And let's just get some more, and then maybe let's get some adventurers, the guys who are scouting, because in the end we'll need to find all these targets and destroy them. Probably you can see the ladybugs. It's type of enemies, so we know that somewhere around here we'll have the ladybug's nest, but we'll have to wait a little bit get to that, because first we need to explore the underground and build some barracks for our attackers, which I'm gonna plan right now, maybe like this. Oh, pro tip, the attackers are also actually pretty cool defenders, because well, on this difficulty maybe it won't be too important, but on higher difficulties your colony is getting raided all the time, so you'll get the ladybugs and some stronger enemies as well that will come in right here. So, and if you build your barracks right in front of your entrance to your colony, the attackers will attack. The attackers like live in the barracks, so the raiders that come for your queen, they will have to go through all the attackers, and probably that's gonna help you to survive. So yeah, that's my pro tip for today. Once we have the barracks, we can get the attackers, which we will need much more of, but we'll get there. Oh, and I kind of figured that the good ratio of carriers to builders is 2 to 1, which I'm completely failing already. So you can see I have a lot of food, and they are not the builders are not fast enough to use all that food. Oh, this is an ad fly, which I'm not gonna use right now. On higher difficulties, actually, they are sometimes kind of essential, but on this difficulty, I think I'm gonna manage without it just fine. Let me see. Yeah, this is fine. We have some stuff planned out for our queen to do. Oh, and I kind of skipped through this. This is the priority management. You can shift this stuff depending on what you need to do most, or just click this, and this is kind of this is the type of priority where they linear mode, yeah, where they just kind of do everything at once. We need some more builders for sure. Yeah, we're already doing that. And I love this game, mostly because it just goes against everything about mobile gaming, which is usually super terrible. I don't know if any of you played many mobile games, but they're usually just, there are constant daily quests and stuff that you need to do every day. Fear of missing out is just like a huge factor in all the mobile gaming. None of that in this game. You can watch ads, as I mentioned. Yeah, there is another ad thing, but we're not gonna do that at this time. We are just gonna chill here, and I'm sure we're gonna be fine. Let's actually expand our queen room, because that's gonna help us to store more food and store and more eggs, so it's gonna like fasten things a little bit. You can also build food stocks and chitin stocks, or hiting, I'm not sure, I think chitin. Food stocks, food you use for pretty much everything, and chitin you're using for upgrades of your ants a little bit later. But actually we can probably plan it already as well. Let's maybe go like this and just explore a little bit more this way as well, so we maybe be able to find some extra food underground, which is better because underground you don't really have any threats, and outside our ants will be constantly dying to all those threats. There is another bug, so probably another enemy nest is gonna be somewhere over here. We have some barracks already, so let's get more. We'll need like 20 probably to maybe slightly less, but like to be sure and not to lose many ends in every raid, you're better off getting a little bit more than you necessarily need. At least that's my strategy. Not saying it's the correct one. That's just the one I have. And yeah, I love this game because it's very relaxing. It's like there is no, well, on high on higher difficulties and higher difficulty levels and more difficult maps, there is quite a lot of challenge actually. I lost quite a few times, but on mostly this game is very relaxing. Actually, I play it before I go to sleep. It helps me just um, turn off my brain before sleep pretty nicely. Oh, actually, yeah. So our ants found some food on the ground, which is really good. Well, we'll get it without any risk of our ants dying, which is great. Let's get some more attackers and more builders. Actually, I guess I don't need that many builders. Yeah, that sounds about right. All the stuff that I'm saying doesn't have to be correct at all. I'm not a pro, and I'm not sure if you can get if you can be a pro in this game. Are there any tournaments in Ant Colony? If there are, if you know of any, let me know. Sounds pretty cool. It should get us. It should. Oh, another. I think I already mentioned that, but those games are usually pretty long. Oh, cool! We found another nest. Ah, bees. Bees are pretty strong. You can see already some of our ants are dying to them. Fortunately, we cannot tell them to not go there. They're just walking around randomly, and that's part of the challenge, I guess. Oh, and we found the third nest, so we know where all of our enemies are. We have two ladybugs nests. Those are usually not super tough, and bees are much tougher. But we'll get to that when we will get to that. Should be quite a while still. I think this game should take maybe like half an hour or so. Okay, so we'll expand the queen stock once more because I think it gives you one more queue slot per two queen stock squares. I forgot how difficult it is to like play anything and concentrate on both playing it sort of like correctly and talking at the same time. I just remembered my Hearthstone videos where I was like the worst Hearthstone player in the world instantly. Oh, we got a raid actually, but yeah, at these difficulty levels it's not a problem. Some other raids at more difficult levels and higher difficulty levels are pretty tough. They can send you like 20-30 ladybugs and other enemies at the same time sometimes. Yeah, and the higher difficulty levels, sometimes this game can be quite unforgiving because it's I feel it's a little bit random, the challenges that it's throwing your way, but that is fine. And this one will definitely be fine. Let's get a little bit more scouts. Oh, we don't need more scouts. I'm dumb because we already know where all of our enemies are. Usually it takes much longer and it's much more difficult. Sometimes you get stuck just not seeing any of the enemy placements, and you're just looking around for hours. Well, not for hours, but like for an hour maybe. Let's get a little bit of chitin stock. Maybe let's place it Now we need to dig a little more because you cannot place rooms right beside each other. You have to have at least one square of empty space between them. And we'll need an upgrading thingy. I forgot how the building is called. So let's dig a little bit more. This should be fine, and we don't need a lot, like three spaces for chiting should be fine. So actually, I can cancel that. Let's watch our ends get to that. Oh, and we are out of food completely, so let's get more diggers, hoppers, that's the correct name. Oh, right, I wanted to cancel the adventurers, but this is fine. Adventurers can also carry a little bit of food, so kinda makes sense as well. Jesus Christ, I'm forgetting English. I'm just watching my fingers and thinking, are they ugly or not? But I guess we'll just have to deal with that. I'm not too self-conscious about that. Let's see. We're getting the carriers, the hoppers we need. And let's keep building attackers, and quite soon, actually right now, we can already attack like chestnuts and other stuff. On every level you have a few things that you can attack and like destroy to get more food, and you can also choose the right direction, and this is a good tool for scouting, because for example, I mean right now we don't really need it anymore, but if we would know where the enemies are still, then we would, for example, choose this chestnut and ask our ants to go around it, so they scout all the area like here. You'll see how they do it. There, oh, there they go. Let's watch that. So yeah, this helps us to see everything behind that chestnut. Who's this guy? Ah, oh, Jesus. He's gonna kill a couple of ants, I guess. Ah, not even. Our warriors whooped his ass. That's great. No, actually, those yeah, I mentioned that my ants are already quite upgraded. You can both upgrade ants in every specific game, and also in the shop. That well, I didn't really need to. I didn't buy anything. I just played the game and upgraded my ants this way. So we have like levels in every specific game, and then levels in like the global game, I guess. I think I'll just attack this one or this one when I get 10 ends. Should be enough, I think. How's our trading stock? Ah, yeah, the barracks usually have the priority, so they're not building the trading stock yet. I think, yeah, this is fine. I think this amount of ends should definitely be enough for the ladybugs colonies, but maybe I'll get a little bit more for the bees, because they're quite a lot stronger. And the chiting stock, honestly, I maybe would even manage to win this level without the upgrades, but just to show you guys, we'll do the upgrades as well. Ah, right, I build a workshop. That's the name of the building that you upgrade your ants for every specific game in, which I don't necessarily need to do in this game, but we'll just do it anyway. I think I could use a little bit more of builders. Yeah, just keep building soldiers as well. We already have 8 soldiers, and I think those are Unfortunately, the eggs are the same. Doesn't matter what's the type of the end. Maybe they will update it. Actually, they are updating it very actively. I've been playing it for like a month, and there were a couple of updates already. So that's also pretty cool. Ah, great. We have our workshop, so we can upgrade. Let's say, let's just do the attackers, because we are gonna be attacking pretty soon. Those ladybugs better be afraid. We have already 9. Ah, perfect. We have 10 ants. So yeah, this one is already kind of empty because my ants are pretty badass. So they already cleaned this this nest already, but there will be I don't remember if they're gonna be like a boss boss ladybug, because in several enemy nests there are like boss enemies where when you destroy it, and if you don't kill the boss enemy, then the nest is just gonna respawn. I'm not sure, but I think we're gonna be fine. Yeah. Base destroyed. We get some sugar. We get some cards for our upgrades later. So that's 1 out of 3. When our ants are gonna be back, we're just gonna attack this one straight away. And maybe just wait a little bit to get... Oh, actually I already have 14 attackers. And we already finished the number the level 1 upgrade for the attacker, so let's attack him. So let's upgrade him once more. There are like 5 levels in the for the in-game levels. Our ants are back, so let's destroy this one. Maybe let's go from different sides just for fun and just to explore a little bit more, even though again we don't need to in this specific game. But if you download the game, don't expect it to be this easy. As I mentioned, I lost quite a few times when I was just starting. So yeah, but with time and with some perseverance, I'm sure you're gonna be fine as well. Okay, we got the second base, and let's see how those bees are doing. Actually, this looks fine. Probably, maybe I like underestimated my ants. This might be like a bit too easy, but anyways, I think we're just gonna wait for our upgrade to level 3 of attackers and just try it. Maybe if oh, I forgot to to spend my food. Let's get some more builders, some more hoppers, and maybe some defender ants, just because we can. Yeah. And let's see, yeah, our builder ant is already working on the upgrade of our warriors, of our attackers. Once he's done, we are gonna be hopefully winning this game. But let's see, it's not a guarantee because bees are much tougher than the ladybugs. There we are. So we have our warriors upgraded. We'll just start the level 4 upgrade, but probably we will not need it. But let's just chance it. And maybe, yeah, I'll just go from one side this time, because this is the last nest. We're definitely not gonna be needing to scout anything after that. And let's go, our warriors. Let's see, how are we gonna do? I'm pretty sure, well, I'm not sure on this difficulty level, but I think on most difficulty, there she is, the queen bee. But I'm sure we're gonna get her. Yeah, on this difficulty level she's not a huge problem as well. And that's it actually for this level of Ant Colony. As I said, really cool game, at least in my opinion, really relaxing and really unlike the normal terrible, mostly terrible mobile games. I really enjoyed, and I really hope that at least some of you enjoyed it, enjoy watching me playing it as well. Thank you very much for your time, guys, or have a good night, or see you next time anyways. I don't know what I'm saying.